Kiwan. Mam Wan Kiwan.
I only want to mention a few challenges which we are experiencing as a District Security Committee. I want to start by appreciating the UPDF for the work they are doing. And masses, we have challenges. They are thin, they are few. They could not cover every area because of the forest border. And our areas are extremely very large, and what we have, the UPDF we have on the ground, are not enough to sufficiently guide our people. However, there are other areas which has been identified which we need deployment. I'm happy that the national water teams are here. There are other areas which we cannot deploy the UPDF because there are no water point in those areas. So I request that that should be done, because even if we are to deploy there where there are no water, their work will be extremely very difficult. Then I also want to point some challenges, especially during emergency, when it happened like 2 days ago. Sometimes responding to emergency has become very difficult, especially to the police. I'm happy that the IGP is around, because in most cases when it happened, the victim has to be taken to the hospital, or the person who is killed is supposed to be taken to postmortem. But you find that we always have challenges of fear. There are measures which we can actually do from here. We encourage them to make sure all the animals are kept in the central kraal, where it can be easy for the UPDF to take care of them. And also when they are going to the fire garden, the UPDF has to be there so that it is possible to protect them.
Put in place. The people who have been killed, majority of them come from Agago North. People who have been killed from Omia Pachwa, from Paimor, Farbong, Lapono, among others, which even some of them I did not mention because of the time. So I have to thank His Excellency the President. One of the key achievements that we cannot run away with our government have done is bringing peace, is fighting insecurity at all angles. Our people, they used to defend themselves. They formed themselves in a group. They formed themselves and they could do monitoring and moving around. The moment they spot out those warriors, they will make an alarm. After making an alarm, they will move there in a big numbers, to the extent that they manage to recover, I don't call it recovery, they manage to grab the guns from the Carbojongs using their bow and arrows before the massive deployment. And during those days, killings of this nature was not as many as now we are receiving now. It became silent. Our humble request. Can you imagine one of them called Ogwan from Parabon sub-county? He was leading the UPDF towards where these people. Not only training them, if possible, harm them. Let them be under the command of the UPDF. They will be under the command of the UPDF. And very soon, I know, this problem is going to come to an end if you shall do that. Because we have ever been seeing how these Carmojones have been operating. The Minister for Works presented very many roads that they've agreed to work on them as security roads. Other roads were in this part of the bordering districts between Agago and Karamoja. Please, if you could only take it as a priority and relocate those equipments, those graders, and bring them to the border, bring them here to our border, and we open that, whether it could not be a very smart or a nice road, provided the vehicle can manage to pass through. It will help these soldiers of ours to do a better monitoring. I'm talking about security roads here. It is not something, it's not a lot of kilometers, less than 100 kilometers. Chairperson, who is even here, I said, you please, can you talk directly even to the PDCMI? If he could only, that's why they demanded that Major Emmanuel should come back. Major Emmanuel is here. But then he had been removed. He had been transferred to another place. People said, no, this Afande works to the dot. Why don't you bring him back to help us? There are nitty-gritty things. If you could put it right, we shall solve this problem.
Today, I believe we shall sleep because we are present in the district here. On several occasions, you are fully aware that we have been raising the issues of the Karamojong cattle rustlers on the floor of Parliament. On several occasions, we have had meetings with Ministers of Defense, Ministers of Security, different committees on these same subjects of the challenges that the people of Agago are going through. I am glad that today you are here. I must confess this. You have come with a team, and especially also with the Deputy IGP. We are extremely very happy. And today the burden of the leaders will be relieved. Because on many occasions we have been speaking this on the floor of Parliament, having several meetings. To the extent that our voters, the community members, were doubting us, that we are not representing them. But today, they will confirm that whatever we have been speaking on the floor of Parliament and several meetings, it is very true. So you are here to confirm. Madam Prime Minister, I want to talk about key issues that are facing the people of Agago. Number one, you already asked, the issue of the Karamojong cattle rustler. Number two is the famine. The entire district are suffering. People are not sleeping. If you go to the villages, you find people are not eating food. First season, the sun's cause take away the crops. Second season, we had disaster, rainfall disaster with hailstorm. Report were written and sent to your office. I am the one person who delivered the report from the district to your office. But up to now, there is no food relief. You are present here today. People also want to confirm. The district also want to know what's happened. Where is the food that was supposed to be given to the people of Agago? Your president will answer that. The area of Lapono, the area of Paimol, the area of Mia, on several occasions have been invaded by the elephant and the buffaloes. Crops are destroyed and people are traumatized, and yet there are no responses. I also believe today that you have come with the whole team. People expect to hear from you in response to that. Madam Prime Minister, I am in the Committee of the Presidential Affairs. Due to these challenges that have been invading this land for a very long time, the Speaker directed the Committee of the Presidential Affairs to summon all the ministries committing to do a thorough assessment of the situation of the conflict and famine. We have held several meetings with all the line ministries, including the UPDM, to give us accountability of what is happening in Karamojong as well as in the neighboring district. Madam Prime Minister, what we want now is the action. Today, for us, the Member of Parliament, we didn't want to talk. We want the local people, the local leaders here to speak for you to feel the issue and the challenges on the ground. Because for us, we have spoken. And today, we didn't want to speak much. We wanted you to hear from them. The issue, the challenges now, which is very, very serious, is the nature of killing. If these people can go to the garden and our local women who are vulnerable from their garden, the local men who are vulnerable from their garden, kill them from the garden, take away their cattle that they should have used to raise the income to boost their economic status, for Uganda to become a middle income status, Now their crops being taken, their cattle being taken, and they remain vulnerable. When will Uganda become a middle income status? 26 administrative units. It should have even been divided for another district. So we are appealing. It's good enough. We have our gentlemen here. We are very happy for you to come to Agago. We need manpower in Agago to be added. We need vehicle. At least should be 3 vehicles. One should be in Agago North, one in Agago County, one in Agago West. We need the police dog to be deployed in Agago. Other equipment also is needed in Agago. This will help. The police will work hand in hand with the UPDF, and this nonsense, these bandits will be no more. That is our plea. That is our cry. That is our heartbeat. We want to see a change. We believe in this government. We are with this government. We will stand with this government, but we want to see changes in our local community. We want also to be much more better, like our district. The Right Honorable Prime Minister, I don't need to speak much, but the few remarks I have given, I want you to hear from these people, listen to them, and then we see how action will be taken.
I am so excited to welcome you in Agago district for the second time. Honorable Abe, you're most welcome to Agago. I remember, Prime Minister, the issues of insecurity in Agago was raised on the floor of Parliament, and the Speaker of the House decided that government should take action. After the issues were raised, several meetings took place. After the meeting, some of the resolutions that we came with, Okot Jonamos highlighted some of them, Lagen highlighted some of them. But Right Honorable Prime Minister, among the issues that I want to strengthen is the issues of recruiting the reserve forces in Agago to come and support the UPDF operations. And they know where the detaches are. They bypass the detaches, they bypass the ambush, they come straight to the community. Therefore, fighting those criminals becomes so hard, it is so tactful. They don't have a front line whereby the UPDF can go and confront them. They come as thugs. So they bypass the detaches, they bypass the ambush, they come up to the community. Therefore, we resolve that if 5 this reserve force per parish can be recruited, given firearms, they will help in complementing the UPDF operations, of which a step was taken. We had a meeting with the CDF. After the meeting with the CDF, he accepted that the 5 people per parish be recruited. And the process took place in Paimon, sub-county headquarters, whereby those 5 reserve forces were identified. What was left only is training them and giving them firearms. Otherwise, what would be done here? Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much, Right Honorable Bear.
Allow me to send you greetings from the President of the Republic of Uganda, who is aware that I'm here. He's sending you greetings, and I want to use this opportunity, first of all, to thank you for electing our people. By the way, this time round you sent the best team to Parliament. They have been putting me on pressure, and even the government. Ricky is equally good. So the team you have, if we don't deliver as government, then I think God may not really, I think He will never forgive us. Because you have the best team, very energetic, very eloquent on the floor of Parliament. You are lucky to have such people against you. We are aware that you have problems of those people who have traveled from Karamoja in search for food, and they have got problems here. Like I've already told you, that those people stealing from your food, from your gardens and stealing your food, the army is here. They will give us an answer. I've talked about the security roads, the poor road network, especially this road that has been pledged by the President. When we go back I will write about it and also be part of you. Since I'm called a bear, I'll be part of you to negotiate so that it is tarmac, so that the minister can now drive on the tarmac road. We shall work on it. However, you need to know that the economy is not doing well. This year we may not handle many roads. Why? Because of what we had. Remember, those last 2 years were almost wasted. However, because of saving life, government found itself in debts. We had to equip our hospitals. We have to, you know what we did in order to save people from dying of COVID. And therefore, we may not handle that road, mama, next year or this financial year, but it's a priority road. You know, sometimes for me, I don't want to deceive, because you will ask me tomorrow, and I know how tough you people are, that where is the road? So this financial year, that road will not be worked on, but the designs and these other preliminary activities are already done. We are only waiting to get money. If we can get a contractor who can do pre-financing, well and good, but it's not yet, we are not yet there. So these are the roads of UNRWA. We are going to work on them. We gave them money, and they got that money last week. And I think they are in the process of getting contractors to work on our other roads, UNRWA roads across the country. Yesterday I had a very long meeting with the leaders of Karamoja. We talked about issues of Agago. I had leaders from LOC3, district councillors, members of parliament, heads of departments, and we had a lengthy conversation. And we all agree that some of their leaders connive. And we all agreed that we shall name and shame these leaders. So the leaders agreed that it is true, some of them were conniving with this. UPDF is urged to train local vigilantes to join them to fight these Karamajong warriors. Isn't this a big decision for us here? I think that we must involve the president, because a gun is a gun. People can easily get excited and use it for other ways. So that is a big decision for this meeting to take. To train LODUs to join army, because the army is thin on the ground, so that they can fight along with the army. That decision is big for us who are here. Allow us to consult the head of state. By the way, you have a prime minister here. Just a call, Jose, what do we do? So that we avoid this. As to police, I think the IGP will talk about this, and I think it is possible. You can deploy those people to come and help us handle that issue. There are some UPDF officers who are speaking the Karamajong language. Isn't this strange? But it's not, because I believe we also have Karamajong army officers. To me, this would take advantage of this instead of condemning. If they can also use the same to talk to their brothers and sisters and they withdraw, that would be the best. So I think the commander can, I know he took note of that. Wildlife in Adilanga, Omia Pachwa, the Minister for Wildlife is here. He knows what he will do to have his animals. Yes, I know he knows, and he has the answers. The Committee of Presidential Affairs is coming here on 5th. You will send them greetings from me. it is their role to come and inspect and do oversight. That Agago be divided into another district, this one I will take to the president. He is the only one who has powers to do that. More police officers be deployed in Agago, that is within your means. Let me tell you, for me, when they told me we are going to Agago, bearing in mind that I've had enough pressure from your brothers on the floor of Parliament, I said, let me take the relevant people. Whoever is here is relevant, and they're going to make decisions today and now. As a coordinator of government business, I have played my role. Katumba would be here, but he did not come because of personal issues. Today being a weekend, he told me he has a sick mother, could not come. So please bear with us. The Minister for Works was supposed to be here, but he did not come because he has a sick mother. But he gave me the information. This is from him. All this I've read is from Katumba. So these roads are also now done. Compensation of people affected by war, the minister is here. The other day I saw his regulations in the Gazette. I believe he's going to give you the answer. Together with royalties. The people of Agago want royalties, and the people of Agago who have been affected want compensation. But there are those who have been compensated, who have suffered atrocities from these warriors. That one is not for him. This we shall take to cabinet to see whether they can look for money and compensate those people who have lost their dear ones and those families. The historical event, Mama, I have your invitation. I have a letter to the president. The priest briefed me when we had just come here. I promised that I will deliver the information. More water coverage, we shall request the engineer who is here, who is heading that team. The Minister for Water is out of the country. The Honorable, your sister, Aisha, and she will be coming back. I will tell her to come here personally. But in the meantime, let us get information from those people. Honorable members, honorable ministers, and honorable colleagues, I believe I have touched almost each and every issue. But together we can do much. I want to promise you my total support to this district. You have said you have been here for 30 years. How can we fail to handle those small people? I promise we are going to handle them because we have the capacity.
I am the LC5 one representative for the unaffected community, that is Atlanta County and Downtown County. Honorable Minister, I would like to acknowledge and agree to the submission made by the LC5 chairperson of the district, and I would like to add by saying that government needs to take into consideration new steps to disarm the Karamojo. It is indeed that the guns are in Karamoja. And during the past disarmament, Honorable Minister, when the guns were removed from the Karamojo, the neighborhoods were at peace. So I want to pray with government to ensure that the former border of Ethiopia, of Sudan, to Ghana, Kenya, deployment should be taken carefully there and the place is sealed to avoid all the new more ammunition or guns coming into Karamoja.
There are good funds are raised by one of the bank. That now as members of the district council of political leaders, there is a lot of lack of involvement. And we strongly believe with all the funds that we raise in different districts, we are happy.
Members of Parliament, all invited. My name is Obon Matthew. I'm the district councillor for Lapano. Last night, they raided my place and they took 4 bulls. Last night, immediately I raised a brigade commander who is based in Kito to inform me about the issue. After now, as we're talking, that was already to cover. Now, Minister and your team, the Karamojong that disturbance now here, this time is very unique. It is different. Why are they different? This Karamojong now put on 4 military handbuyers. They have guns, brand new guns. Now what defeats our understanding is, how do they get the military handbuyers? Where do they get the new guns from? Are they made from Karamojong? Or they are made from somewhere taken to Karamojong? These are issues that defeat our understanding that are deployed now. Some of them are fearing to fight. For example, I was in touch with the division commander, who we had a meeting on the 7th. He gave a very good directive, and the directive is not implemented. For example, we lost a council on the 15th. We fell out on the 18th. On the 20th in the morning, women were going to the garden. They intercepted, they got some kind of job, they ran to the barracks, and the task called Kake. When they told the youth, if you come and help us, Kamjong here. You know what they were told? That we have not taken deal. Another person said, we did not come here to protect you and your property.
Because if the gun is here, and the gun has made noise, they believe that the gun belongs to the government. Who will be blessed? If the gun belongs to the government, I think the right to make it from the government. Who have been given this gun and who are using it? Minister, I have 2 more things to bring. Each of our money going back, the issue of secondary school, the money went back to the secondary school, and this time they are not working. In Mecca, we also want to get our students. But this money is going back, and according to the policy that, and your ministry and the government, every subcountry must have secondary. But the money is going back to the community for those who make it.
And we have one in the Kitugum, that is Oro, and then the other one is the Ramo. The reason is that we beef up the security around. As I told you, through on the South Sudan, we have similar challenges. They are sleek, and we are able to contain that side of Ramo. In Oro, even the Oro was worse than even Agago here. But the situation now is became normal. Here, just recently we contained the Muslim sub-county. That is the Mia Pachwa, Lapono, Dirakato, and the challenge now was here at the Rami. Well, as a tactical, somebody was talking about, when you have hunger and some other more food. The way you can't fight with hunger and all this, no. First, you need to appreciate the forces, what the work has already done. Number 2, therefore the deputy IGP has mentioned that. And even someone of the speakers already mentioned that. The issue concerning here, one must understand that this has been prolonging, overdue. I heard somebody was talking about this then. And by then, I remember he was here as the commander in 401. These thugs were crossing even here, up per day, even the Lango, towards the 2 Langos. The situation is now is no longer. They are just contained them here in Agago, especially this sub-county. Even I doubt whether they have ever reached in Padong the next year. No. Adlanga, Rirakato, Rapono, Mia Pachwa, and the other side of Why? Reason you are ordering these people. The similar problem we are facing, honorable ministers, the problem they are facing in Cambodia, the similar problem we are facing. This is how the similar problem, and that's how we are closely coordination with the South Division in order to contain the situation. To deal with this cajole, we have already finished phase 1 because I told you we have already beefed up this January. Phase 2, already we are entering. It's just a matter of zonal. We have what we call the zonal forces. The one maintain, protect the identified crowd, protect those who are in the garden, in the day, at night, protect the protected crowd. Then we have already created a team who are what we call mobile, basing in along the boundary of the Abim and the Kotido. Reason to deal with those who are crossing or those who are sneak and moving back. And members, we can agree that we have able put the good number of the service out of action. Because of the time I can't remember, but you know the number and the gun which are coming. And mostly, these people, they are moving 2 to 3 to 5. 3 from here. Now the challenge we are facing now here is the Abim. These people cross through Abim, enter Nyadilam. And after that, the similar. But as I told you, we have created a mobile code. We are going to add more forces through coordination with the 3rd Division, Abim and Kotido. Yes, we can admit that there has been a challenge. One of the challenges, security road. Since then, we have been talking about the security road. The one from Modom through Area Dam, Rongo Dam, up to Tikau, that is Orom. Then through Orom, through Akrot, then up to Musingo. We have already submitted, and I'm really happy that the Honorable Prime Minister has mentioned now that the road they are going to handle. And once we put that road, therefore, we need water, borehole, so that we are able to contain these thieves who are coming from the other side, who cross on this side. The other challenge, Honorable Minister, is about, after we have put that on phase 2, then mobile code, security road, now we need to tackle, there is a vast land in the Kotido, where there is nobody. Even some of them they know, but some of us we know very well. Bordering from Rongo Dam up to Rukome, that one is about 60-70 kilometers. Vast land. Now from Rubanya to Kacheri, wide area, nobody is there. And when you chase them from our forces when they are tracking, start from the morning up towards Turkove. Because when they reach there in that vast land, they divide themselves. Others moving to Kachet, others moving Panyanga, others moving. Those who are they were about to, let us say, they spent 10 cows. Now when they divide, you end up divided, others 2 or 3 cows are moving this side, others up, others up. So those are the one of the challenges. Well, we agree, yes, there are some weakness, how the local leaders have been already mentioned, but local leaders at the same time we are appreciating that they have been with us, they have been giving us the information, and once we apply what I have already mentioned, I think we will be in a position to deal with this problem. As I told you, that we are going to conduct the patrol. We have the control underneath the patrol base. Patrol base is basing in that area.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, my name is Vincent St. Minister of Defense and Veteran Affairs. Kenya, we have agreed, because the problem in Kalabaja is 50%. All 35% in the contribution from that side to Uganda. Because these people, when they steal your cows here, they cross, they go to their side. And sometimes those other people also arm help to get arms to these people. So Kenya had agreed to work with us. You have already signed agreements. Some of the commanders who are supposed to be on our side from Kenya are already in Canada and Moroto. We are now trying to plan the joint. You know, the problem, sir, is that Kenya, because of the recent elections, government has not been very active on that side. But we hope when they settle down, everything is already in place. And His Excellency the President allowed me to sign these agreements, so I know exactly what is not happening. So that side also has been constant historical problem. But now, you know, sir, maybe briefly, the problem in Turkana, the Turkana don't lasso from each other on that side of Kenya. They lasso from this side. All of them support the groups from this side. Some of them, they speak the same language, they have the same. So, but on the side of Uganda, even within Karamoja, the GA lasso from the Pokot lasso from the whatever, you know better. So it is really unique. In Kenya, the groups don't lasso from each other. Unless that's what it's done on our side, or sometimes we also go and lasso from them. So, but South Sudan is still a problem. We have agreed in principle that we are going to work together, we are going to organize our two sides that we know what is happening in South Sudan. But the recent developments seem to favor this arrangement of cooperating with us, because we were disorganized. They didn't have even the government in South Sudan were not in control of this side. So the guns have been flowing in from there too. But now, those developments that are going on, they are likely to help us to work with that government to sort out this problem. So arms proliferation inside our country is a big problem. These people, every day you get information, how many guns you can imagine. I think the other day, one day, they got about 48 guns in one day. So that means that as we recover the guns, there is an inlet of other guns bringing in. So it is, we have to handle that one, and I'm happy Madam mentioned it. We are doing whatever it takes to make sure that this, if they don't, we have also another plan B, if the government there doesn't organize themselves at the earliest time that we really need, because we are pressured. We need to protect our people. If they don't, then we are going to do something else. Since we are going to handle the roads, then add numbers along the borders, we may be able to stop these guns from coming in our country.
We have come up with many other technology to help the problem. We have acquired 2 drones. We have collared 11 elephants out of about 35 elephants. Elephants have many families. You collar one and you are able to look at it in your computers where it is moving. At least now, out of 35 that we expect to be having, at least 11 can be tracked, and we prevent them from going into the garden and we chase them back. We sincerely hope we get more partners to collar the remaining and such that we can at any one moment be able to prevent these animals from going anywhere. We have given 17 chairpersons at LCCE phones with application which can enable them to report instantly any challenge, any incident that happens, and to regulate multiple reporting, especially that we are going into compensation. And we are bringing more. It will work for us, sir. We are very glad that there is a community wildlife association bringing all these 6 districts together so far to make sure that they coordinate activities of the communities such as human-wildlife conflict concerns with conservation. This association gets its funding from a program called Sport Hunting. As of today, that's the 1 billion I've mentioned that will be going to the association. It's this same association that is attracting funding from other development partners. And we believe that those who have traveled to Kenya, those who have traveled to Tanzania, this kind of association, once it is supported, it will be able to attract the development that we have seen in other countries, where you find that wildlife pays for fees, wildlife pays for health, for all the landscape dwellers.
The Chief Justice and your members of Parliament, we shall soon come back here and give out this. Of course, you are aware that the concept is we have some few dubious farmers with a little bit of large scale. His Lordship, the Chief Justice, told me that he has about 10 acres. We have similar farmers, but our main target are the smallholder farmers. And we are encouraging that every household should plant at least 5 to 10 macadamia trees in their household.
Usually we experience drought due to mainly our activities. For example, deforestation, reclaiming swamps. So one of the projects that we are implementing is enhancing resilience of communities to climate change through catchment-based integrated management of water resources. Usually we experience drought due to mainly our activities. For example, deforestation, reclaiming swamps. So one of the projects that we are implementing is enhancing resilience of communities to climate change through catchment-based integrated management of water resources. This is Eureka. It's funded by the Danish government, and in Agago we have managed to restore degraded river banks and protect buffer zones. This is on Olu, Okong government this quarter, so we were not able to complete this work, but as soon as we get financing, we shall do so.
The problem is, you went there, you dismantled the walls, you removed the pipes. This is a young technical
Came up was providing boreholes for the UPDF research. This was from the RDC. I think we shall get in touch with you and see how to make assessments and ensure that provide this water. Thank you.
You have listened to us. We are very, very appreciative. My colleagues, the minister made a simple analogy of how government works. That the deliberations here may end up in cabinet, and when cabinet pronounces itself on what you have discussed, it becomes of the law. So I'm very hopeful that when our views, our concerns, our requests are discussed at cabinet level, they will be translated into actions on the ground. So I also pray that let us give the team time. Because the government works in coordinated sequences. Minister of Defense, I'm extremely happy that you have found. You came when I already made my submission. There was only one aspect that in the third division, there's a claim that an order has been given to them not to help us recover our stolen animals. We have been extremely helpful with UPDF because whenever we go to Karamoja to recover the stolen animals, they are very, very cooperative, they help us. But from May, some other came, I do not know from where, and they have been stopped from helping us to recover stolen animals. And as I talk now, our animals from Lapong, from Achurni, are in Rengin. We follow it up to Rengin. Even the pigs are at the level, but the rest are still there. The commander of Nakapelmoru Brigade told us, he cannot help us. As we go to the leader, my fellow chairman of Kotido, to tell me to the field to recover the stolen animal is practically impossible. So I would pray that we find out from the UPDF High Command, who gave this order? Why was this order given? So I thank all of you. I pray for their mercy. I beg that when we cry with this, like good parents, come here and listen to us. May God bless all of you.
Okay. Foi matek na taw ni log le mono bat kere log la chule pe bala. Afoyo ritual ini nda para beach ni ma biro ene wano chako log ke la det prime minister wo be officer kachel ke wan omego la gen David Atoka honorable kachel ke la mego honorable me chua east mego Margaret la mwaka ba wacha ko lokke pe no do ko tek itwa dak ben da na chal don gin moti ti pe anton ti ka mede ma pelare ete kar enu ni no dan mo to no ti dan da para ngwen I kar pi dua de ken mo kar ngai dan do kar par wi ngwen ma don kine ko geo ki Agago ki ken Agago north kama ana a ki ye ma ana telo ni to ma do biru ler de mo do chuer chin dan da ko chuer chin dano en to pa Olanya NCU ma akumia ko kelo Charles ma akumia kar enuni gubiru ne marach kidong kinge mo da ko luboda en topa kansila ma mekwa ol Rebecca ki lapano makenero chi o ga kamadong da tek tin wan o kan fo prime minister mo bino kiri olo poti mekin na wano mero beni mirre wano tieni obino o adilang o lera kato o woro ko nendan la pono o wi liel pa juma ke nego gini bana o a chet para paimol o wa o mia pachwa miriwa no tika kenyo chi ke la manak pi program mapolata ni ke tem ke district headquarters o wa tin wo logo gere lok mapol ki Agago kan lega wadong chene gen mak logo ne wa chope wangi mabe ni kubiri maliero ne otimeni food lu monyi betiyu mabe en maliero no timeni kamena furbe kan wangi keru kan era wano ngeyo ni dano obero gin ma wiye will logo ka o chalo duya de ga ngwana bi dike maja gina ful be doka kare tene kar mo jong meki no tiremu chirong metie kone eni ngo we wano ba go dokwa ni me ki yi lo tena wani maka chogi yana bija ki parises magen we ki fongi ki migi mudugu go chakti mone donc koni gen go cheke prime minister cheke ne be che logo ki ministre ki president donc ko logo ki president ki ye ci wangi we bero anyi metie ko pero enini bu logo ge log mo kene o cheke ne nge chabera chela rio ne ke kelo cham bot joma peo go jamegi karmo jo lo ge wo cheo balo ge we ki pok chama nak ke dano mo gen mo ko cheke ye wano no ene peraj go cheke bene ne guru ki be yobo guri ma pogo kin wa ke karmo jama chalo security road we ko kon wot ma pat ma teno go cheke bene ne be chalo dege ki drone me bero katimo surveillance we yamo we ko kon wa me joko jeme erne mo jema bejo mo be time kenen gine poti me weng lutua mo ka cher katum mo wa donyi or poti me peke wachi jo agago rach teno we jema ko wa kwar cher ko kuja wa chung ka tar wa kitong chika wa ne ko kar mo jong mo matik mo duko kwany mo duko ne po be mi borgamente we ti yu kwere kom joni mo ne gin mo timo chal ko ko be mo wa timo ni wada tich pene wan wa war gamente wan bro chako gamente wan mero chope chidong lok patika kenyu ni chika make yeni watiki gen ni go betimo kape go timo wan dak furuduga ye pene mo tichwa mi wa ko ni ki koin lwa kwa pobet kamera jana po mata and wami bright line tv penin matini wa beri ya Agago district kama lok ma polo beri kerman metin twalle nek mi line pa karmu jong maki waya tiwo to ni genti ga beri kerman na ko lak ma taktwal magi ko ki ya Agago district tiga ma polo of course di beri kero meneno ni ki lo ye ikine ya Kenyo la dit prime minister Robin Nabanza obino ki le minister ma polo dida mago bino ya Agago ni matine wa beri ki la minister matiri maneno lokom beri ka kilki jomadongo wa ko tich pamoñ mino la dit makeluati oltoni Vincent Simpiza obero benetien kedon bene wa bero ke la minister meko mala Uganda mego Queer Twin Grace and Beno Beruti, Kedon la Minister, Man Economic Monitoring State Office by President Mego Bitres Akore Mabeti, la Mame Parliament me Agago District and Beno Beruti, near Matini, Kedon Bene, the Minister Maparka Juma Paul Madon Dago Beruti, Minanati Olto, ne Perba Pat Matia Gudano, Madino Jala Duki, Pakar Mujong, Ocherchu Oyagiki.